You probably heard of Knix. It's a Toronto-based company that develops undergarments for women. But right now, the team is raising money to provide PPE supplies to frontline workers and those who need PPE right across the country. The idea belongs to the brother and sister team of Joanna Griffiths and Dr. Christoper Griffiths. Joanna is the founder and CEO of Knix, and Dr. Griffiths is a resident physician at McMaster University in Hamilton. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning, Marcia.
So, Dr. Griffiths, I'm going to
Morning.
start with you. You identified a need for PPE, and so your first idea was what? Call your sister?
Yeah, it's usually a good solution. No, I think I figured that she had some good connections in garments and manufacturing overseas, and that maybe that would be a good way to get started to try and get some more PPE over here.
Joanna, what was your first reaction?
When he called me, at first I thought, I can't do this. This is not my wheelhouse. But it, sparked the curiosity in me, and we started doing some outreach to our main partners and very quickly learned that actually we could be in a position to help. And I think once you have that information that you have the capacity to help, you have to take action.
And so you started out with the goal of raising $50,000. And Joanna, in the end, how much money have you raised?
We're approaching almost $500,000 at this point in time. So we started out with, you're right, a goal of 50,000, set up a page, knix.com/donate, and got a ton of community donations at first. It was amazing to see, groups that would take their hockey pool money because their hockey pool had been canceled and donated towards us buying PPE. And then an amazing foundation called the Robert Kerr Foundation got wind of our campaign and reached out, and they launched a $200,000 matching campaign, where for every dollar that we raised from the community, we could donate $1 to frontline healthcare workers, and then also buy $1 worth of PPE for the homeless shelters and drop-ins across the GTA.
That is just incredible. Congratulations. So, Doctor, where did you see the need for PPE? How did you decide where it needed to go?
So I think that around March 20th, we set up a sort of a registry online that was attached to our GoFundMe page. And we asked people to submit, where they were calling from, what sort of institution they worked at, and then what were the specific needs. But also, how many weeks of supply did they feel that they had left? So initially, we thought that this would all be about, the wards that treated COVID patients. But we quickly realized that there are a lot of high-risk areas across the community, shelters, long-term care homes. And so we started trying to prioritize those that didn't have any support.
Must be incredibly rewarding for both of you. Joanna, did you run into any challenges with getting the right type of equipment, getting the things that you needed to make the PPE?
Yeah, this has been a roller coaster of a couple months. I think that there's been a few challenges. I mean, getting supplies out of China at first was difficult. Really prioritizing to make sure that every mask we were bringing in met code and passed fit tests and all of those different things, because there's a lot of faulty product on the market, and that certainly wouldn't help people. And then just the prices. I mean, it was kind of overwhelming to see when we started the price of a mask to where it peaked a few weeks ago. And so really all of that demand pressure kind of coming to fruition. And then we've actually had to rely on the help of a lot of partners. So when we expanded our scope to include homeless shelters and long-term care facilities and drop-ins, we needed new items like hand sanitizer and disinfectant. And so places like Purell and Virox, who are make cleaning products, have been really generous in donating to us as well, because otherwise we wouldn't have been able to access it.
Dr. Griffiths, I think you made the right call by calling your sister. What was it like for the two of you to collaborate on this?
Oh, I think I've been telling her we've got to work together more often, because just sort of give her the keys, and she's done an incredible job. This is like a huge, huge undertaking. I think pretty much most people's full-time job she's been putting into this. So definitely looking forward to collaborating again. Sorry about that, Joanna.
I'll do any day, Chris.
That's awesome stuff. Thank you so much. We needed a good news story on this Friday morning, and we appreciate all the work that you've been doing and the effort that you put into this. Joanna Griffiths and Dr. Christoper Griffiths, appreciate your time.
Thanks so much for having us.
Thanks for having us.